What's the worst thing a roommate ever did? Freshman year of college, and I walk in on my roommate literally dealing my prescription medication. I'd been diagnosed with ADHD since I was 12, and Adderall wasn't optional. It was how I functioned. Without it, I couldn't read more than a paragraph without my brain short-circuiting. My parents weren't rich, and even with crap insurance, the pills were costing us over $230 a month. It was tight, but they made it work. I started noticing my pills were disappearing faster than they should. At first, I thought maybe I was being forgetful, skipping doses or doubling up, but one night I got back early from a study group and opened the door to find my roommate, Tyler, chilling on his bed, casually dividing my pills into little baggies, while there was a literal line of students waiting outside the door like it was a damn pharmacy. I stood there like, what the hell, dude? He didn't even try to hide it, just looked up and went, bro, do you know how much these go for during finals? $15 a pill. We could split the profits. I explained these weren't recreational drugs, that I needed them to function. He rolled his eyes and said, everyone on campus claims they have ADHD. You're just lucky enough to have the paperwork. I reported him to our RA. The guy seemed mildly concerned, but basically shrugged it off, said it was just my word against his. No proof, no action. After that, Tyler got sneakier. Pills were still vanishing. I started taking the bottle everywhere, to class, the bathroom, even the shower in a waterproof pouch. I slept with it under my pillow, but somehow he was still getting to them. So I installed a small camera disguised as a phone charger, pointed right at my desk drawer. 2 nights later, boom, caught him on camera picking the drawer lock with a paperclip at 3 a.m. while I was asleep, like some low-budget criminal. I took the footage to housing services. They told me they'd look into it, but it could take weeks. Meanwhile, I was nearly out of meds and couldn't get a refill for another 20 days. So I got creative. I ordered a bunch of empty gel capsules online and filled them with crushed laxatives and a little flour to match the color and texture of my Adderall. Planted those in the regular bottle. My actual meds I hid inside an old vitamin container behind the sink. That weekend, Tyler lifted 6 fake pills before heading to a formal at Sigma Chi. I watched his night unfold via Instagram stories and Snapchats, pics at dinner, videos on the dance floor. Then suddenly, silence. Nothing posted for 12 hours. When he stumbled into our room the next morning, he looked like death. Pale, limping, couldn't even meet my eyes. Collapsed into bed without a word. Next morning, he was up early, stuffing clothes into a duffel bag. I'm moving rooms, he muttered. Whatever, I said, like I didn't have a clue. As he grabbed his backpack, a little baggie slipped from his hoodie pocket, 3 of the fake pills inside. I picked it up and handed it to him. Forgetting something? He stared at it, eyes wide, then narrowed at me. You know what you did, he hissed. I shrugged. No idea what you're talking about, but I heard half the Sigma Chi house caught a nasty stomach virus last night. Must be going around. He snatched the bag and stormed out. 3 days later, I got an email. Tyler had been expelled. Multiple students reported him for dealing prescription drugs. Apparently, when you give a whole frat explosive diarrhea in tuxedos, they suddenly have no problem ratting out their dealer.